Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
LGBT refugees find sanctuary from prison, public lashing and persecution when they come to Britain, but many face homelessness and abuse in the process. Nowadays you'll see Ufuk Sam walking the streets of Liverpool in his rainbow suspenders. When Pride comes around, his whole outfit is a sea of colors, even by his standards. But this 72-year-old, known to friends as Sam, spent 5 years trying to convince the Home Office he is a gay man who faces persecution back in Malaysia. 10 times the UK government rejected his asylum applications because he didn't have a boyfriend. He told usnews.co.uk, "I was LGBT when I was in school, but we can't expose ourselves in Malaysia. If you expose yourself, straight away they will arrest you and put you in prison." The proportion of asylum claims from LGBT people rejected by the Home Office had soared by that point. In just 2 years, it rose from 52% in 2015 to 78% in 2017, The Independent reported. LGBT asylum seekers account for just 2% of the total. Just last year, then Home Secretary Sala Braverman accused asylum seekers of pretending to be gay to get special treatment. She said, "People do game the system. They come to the UK. They purport to be homosexual in the effort to game our system. It's not right and it's not fair." The Home Office later admitted that it did not have evidence to support this claim, Open Democracy reported. Locked in a detention center, facing deportation, Sam thought about ending it all. He said, "If I went back, they would put me in prison with 20 other people in a cell and give a public whipping, so I was very scared. I didn't want to go back. Every time I told the officer, if you send me back, I will go do suicide, I'm going to die here, I don't want to go back." Sam fought back by documenting everything, his trip to Pride events in Liverpool, London and Manchester, and outings with an LGBT group he joined. Finally, in December 2019, Sam got refugee status. He was allowed to stay in the UK, where he could safely live as himself in a community that embraced him. "I was so happy, I was shouting, screaming, crying," Sam said. "It was like a Christmas present for me." Later arrivals have found the process much easier. This has been helped, in part, by a change in approach by the Home Office, which started fast-tracking the claims of new applicants in 2022 in an effort to clear a growing backlog. Among those whose claims were streamlined is Queen, 31, who didn't tell her family she was coming to the UK to seek asylum after being harassed by police in Nigeria. She told usnews.co.uk, "I used to wear shorts a lot. Maybe for being mass-presenting or dressed in a certain way, the police told me to stop on my bike. They searched my bag, the guy started cocking his gun. It was traumatizing." People face up to 14 years in prison for same-sex activity, even a kiss, in Nigeria. Some northern states sentence people to death by stoning. For Queen, a lesbian, the risk was too much. She said, "I've had friends, gay guys, that when they join dating apps, they get lured by straight people who want to do this conversion therapy, and then they out them to family members or the police. I didn't want mine to get to that level." Queen added, "The bashing here and the harassment, I just couldn't do it anymore." Growing up in Saudi Arabia, 25-year-old Walid's realization that he's bisexual and an atheist was really horrifying because both are punishable by death. He hid his sexuality and prayed 5 times a day, just to keep up appearances, never telling anyone except friends he met online until he came to the UK to study marine engineering in 2018. It was only when the COVID-19 pandemic set his sights on the future, and the prospect of returning to Saudi Arabia, that he applied for asylum in December 2021. That was the first time he started to drop his mask. He said, "It made me feel more safe talking about stuff because I recognize that, although the UK has many flaws, it did accept me, and the people of Liverpool specifically have been absolutely amazing." Walid was granted refugee status in October 2023, less than 2 years after applying. Queen got hers this March, a year after she first applied. Coming to the UK has allowed them to form queer communities and start dating openly like they never could in their countries of origin. The Relatival.